Everywhere I go, I see those damn colors. So yesterday, I was just scrolling through some YouTube because I was bored and shit, and yeah, where I came across a little video by Pastra discussing device image friend, and I was like, oh yeah, oh yeah, I forgot about that because I watched their ERAM or John Maxwell video. I'm like, oh yeah, they mentioned they're gonna make a video on image friend. I'm like, oh, I'll check it out. And dude, all I gotta say that halfway through the video, I mean generally paused. And because Pastra might be a fucking chef. Cause dude, they were cooking. When I mean they were cooking, they were straight out cooking a fucking dish that would rival Gordon Ramsay. And it's mainly due to the fact that I did not know, not in fucking Undertale, you could talk to a frog and be like, hey, I'm a frogget here. Oh, hey, you don't like the color yellow to be your spirit color? I can change it to this specific shade of pink. Which, by the way, that specific shade of pink is the same shade of pink for one of Friend's eyes. I'm like, of all my years of like Undertale knowledge, I did not know that at all. Which it goes crazy how pink and yellow has gone that far. But that wasn't the main thing that surprised me. The main thing what surprised me was specifically Sans' karma. That specific shade of pink, pinkish purple, was the exact same shade of or was it magenta? I'm gonna guess magenta was the same magenta as the cat petter's friend image, which I first originally thought that they were gonna update Friend's design slightly by turning that pink to a more magenta to make it a bit more unique than Spamton just being pink. But no, 'cause as you know, and well, unless Tricky Tony forgot, as you can see when we first see image friend or device underscore friend or just friend, we see that their eyes are still have just that regular shade of pink. Oh. And of course, we see them again do the mic mini game. The thing I've noticed is that I did not know that that same specific magenta was the same image at same color as the Karma one, with of course being occupied with magenta and fucking yellow, with the same yellow being the same yellow as yellow eyes. Now I'm probably thinking, what does that mean? Exactly. It means something very simple. Pastra might have solved the secret, or I guess would now be better named the super boss of chapter 5. But now you probably ask yourself, really? How did Pastra solve it? It's simple. As you know or may not know, with the chapters of Deltarune, they seem to be parallels of each area in Undertale. Like, for example, the chapter one's Dark Road seemed to be similar to New Home, where especially with the king and stuff in general, and generally find the king and some other shit, like learning about the legend. Same with learning about the story of Undertale and shit. And in chapter two, obviously, we had a lot of connection towards Metaton, towards, mainly with Spamton's, Big Shot theme using the Power of Neo theme and Jones probably some other stuff relating to Hotline or Core, I think. And then in chapter three, yeah, hi, editing me here. So in the original recording, I was like, chapter three is, I don't know, but basically, I think I figured it out. I think chapter two is mainly based on the core, while chapter three is based on specifically Hotland, mainly because of, Metaton and, Tenna, like with, with the whole game show segment, with the cooking mini games and the news segment. Okay, well, not news segment, but you get what I mean. Whole TV, Team Darius and McCodland. Yeah, that's really it. Anyway, back to the video. That's where the biggest comparison happens, with chapter 4 being closely similar to, Waterfall. But Waterfall, not to mention Gerson's theme being just a different version or the remake versions of Undyne's theme. And not to mention, just like in Waterfall, there's a bunch of piano puzzles that you have to do. So, by that logic, that being reverse Undertale, that means the next zone should be based on Snowden. And now tell me, who's the boss of Snowden? Papyrus. Duh, but, boy, you're probably asking yourself, wait, are they claiming this to Sans? Yes, we are. As you know, Sans and Papyrus are brothers. And maybe, obviously, the secret boss gonna take some characteristics, or probably their theme is gonna be similar-ish to Papyrus, or is it? Maybe it's not just Papyrus, maybe it's also Sans. Maybe because, as Pastor said, the karma in Friend's eyes are the exact same color. Which means my theory is that Friend is the secret boss of chapter 5 due to that connection. And not to mention, Friend's theme has to have at least either Papyrus's or Sans' theme, which would make sense if the theory is that Sans would be in chapter 5's Dark World, or at least somewhat related to chapter 5's Dark World. Might probably be thinking, well, okay, if Friend is a parallel to both Sans and Papyrus, then how does that relate to the theme of freedom? Because, like, I mean, I don't think Image Friend wants freedom. After all, he's the fucker. Well, actually, not. Okay, but we don't actually know who's making the secret bosses insane or giving them the shadow crystals. It could be the Knight. It could be Image Friend. It could be Gatra. You Gatra, but like we don't really know. But the important thing is that all of them have the theming of freedom. Thinking, well, what would, or specifically, why would Friend want freedom or something relating to freedom? It's simple. It's not interesting. Like when we quote unquote fight Friend, we're not finding Friend by themselves. When we're fight, when we're fighting Friend, we're actually fighting Friend's body, as in Friend is the friend inside the boss. That's right. Woody Theory's back. It is back. So my theory is that fucking Friend will possess the Woody parallel doll or whatever, and when we fight it, it'll have a similar battle structure and theme to both Papyrus and Sans. And our goal is to simply free the free Woody or whatever from Friend by ejecting them out of there. You see that, because the karma, which by the way, that would definitely be an ability where specifically the Woody doll. Well, as you know, also by soul theory, because chapter 1 got the red soul, chapter 2 got the yellow soul. We skipped the purple soul, but in chapter 4 got the green soul, which means that the blue soul is next, which again connects to the whole chapter 5 super boss being a parallel between both Sans and Papyrus. I mean, further evidence with the whole karma shit, because the whole karma shit only happens when you fight Sans in genocide route in general. And also that karma thing is, with the blue soul, which means that in chapter 5, you either fight Friend or Friend possessing Woody in chapter 5. I am not crazy. Do you see the vision? Because, like, I clearly saw it in Pastra. I was like, wait, they might be cooking. In fact, I might be cooking. Friend signing theory might not be wrong, might be right. After all, it would make sense, because as you know, Asgore is a fan of cowboys. Not to mention, if Chapter Five's Dark World is Flower King, well, as you know, Flower King has a TV in it, which could mean that the friend inside me guy could be true, and a friend of the cat could be simply possessing, or more accurately, puppeting the actual puppet or Woody equivalent, while while also using, the iconic friend inside me theme, both Papyrus and Sans is leitmotifs in Friends theme. Also apologize if this is a little messy. I don't have a script, neither do I. I'm the type of person to have scripted content. It's more like if we were to have scripted content, it would mostly just probably be notes based. But yeah, I apologize. Sorry if this video is kind of messy, kind of ass. I just kind of want to make it because, like, again, when I watch Pastra's video, I'm like, holy shit, they might have a point. They might have predicted the secret boss of Chapter 5, which I'm confident maybe they did. You never know. Or it could be another your theories are wrong goodbye situation where it ends up not being correct at all. But hey, who knows? After all, with the whole tail thing, being a teaser in chapter 4, same with Flower King. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe the Tale of Hell would be the secret boss or super boss chapter 5. And well, I think most people, I don't want to say I fully guessed it, but like, come on. Asgore has to be the boss of chapter 5. There's just too much evidence pointing towards it. And honestly, I could see the thing where the secret boss is, just our friend, just a runaway cowboy. Before it gets revealed who the real friend was. The real friend inside